YouTube, I have a confession to make. I'm 20 years old and I've never read the Harry Potter series. Sure, I have the films, but as I'm sure a lot of you are screaming at me right now, it's not the same thing. And I feel sort of weird having seen the films going into the books, but that was the case with Submarine. I saw the film prior to reading the book, and they both were some of my favorite things of all time. And my absolute favorite comic book and comic book movie, Scott Pilgrim, ashamed to admit it, but I saw the film first. To change the fact that I haven't read Harry Potter, I just recently picked up the 15th anniversary box set here. And a big part of me as a weird, compulsive thing is that I need things to be in box set forms if it's a series. Because, like, the movies here, that's the same company put them out, and each case is different. Like, a couple of them have photos up top, but they're not the same size, or other ones don't have photos at all, and then some are gatefold, and some are just regular DVDs, and it bugs the crap out of you when it's a series, and we know, okay, this is Batman Volume 1, this is Batman Volume 2, this is Volume 3, but 2 is going to have a different layout than 3 and 1, like, there's no reason to do that. Like, you're in charge of the graphic design, there's no reason to do that, which is also the reason why I have the Scott Pilgrim box set, even though I'm pretty positive it's the exact same books, minus a couple editing differences, as the individuals, but it's just easier that way for me to go out and buy a box set where I know everything's going to be concise and orderly. But if you haven't seen the Harry Potter box set yet, Scholastic put out the US edition 15th anniversary with some wonderful artwork, and I'm a sucker for packaging, and I really love the spine design here where you get your portrait of Hogwarts on the side. And all of the individual books actually have new covers as well. All of your books have lovely new covers. I know some people also... I'm just showing people who are obsessed with Harry Potter this box set. They're like, oh, what do you mean it's soft cover? Like, as if hardcover is the only way to read a book. Like the people who tell me I can't read the Scholastic version of books, I have to read the original UK pressings. Which, if I like these, I'll read the UK pressings, damn it. I'm going to start with what's available. So there's the anniversary box set with all of the different fancy art covers. Like I said, I'd say I've never read it, but I believe in the second or third grade, I read the first in the series, but as a child, I wasn't really all that into reading. It took me more till, like, middle school and high school to really get into books and things like that. So while I had read the first in the series, I wasn't like grabbed enough to continue it, and I just sort of never found the time or the interest to read the series going on. So starting tonight, I am going to start the first in the Harry Potter series, and I'm going to vlog my entire experience. Like I said, I saw this box set on Amazon the other night. Box set retails for like $100, something like that. I paid $58 with shipping, so I figured if I'm going to read it, this is probably a good way to go. And being a collector, special edition box set is definitely the way for me to pick things up with my pickiness of layout and then just the completion. I also have a couple graphic novel series that I've read like the individuals through a certain point and then started reading the volumes, and it bugs me that I only have like 4 through 6 and not 1 through 3 because I've already read it elsewhere. So that also helps with my box set buying ability. I don't know how long it's going to take me per book. Obviously there's a huge length difference from novel to novel. Early ones are a lot shorter. I don't have a ton of free time. I work and I dedicate time to my website and my podcast, so a lot of my free time's already spoken for, but I will use every chunk of time I find to read these, and if they're anywhere near as good as everyone on the entirety of the internet just raves about, then maybe I'll start clearing my schedule a little bit to read, because that's happened before with books where, like, I was like, oh, I'll just read an hour a night or whatever, and then the whole book's done in one sitting. So we'll see what happens here. I'm excited to get into this. I'll be checking in with you guys throughout the entirety of my journey into this universe. Like I said, I'm not totally unfamiliar with it because I have seen the films, and I have vague memories of the first book, and a lot of my friends are like obsessively into the fandom, so I know things through them. but it's pretty much a new world for me, and that sort of blows people's mind that I'm 20 years old and I'm just now reading Harry Potter for the first time. But that's why I decided to go ahead and vlog this for you guys. You're going to be joining me on my journey. For the shorter books, I'll probably just check in once at the end of the book. For the first 3 or so, I'll read it through and I'll check in with you guys. But once we start getting to the longer 4th book on, I might have sort of a halfway point where I'll check in with progress, tell you guys where I'm at, what the hell I'm thinking. It's not like I'm afraid of you guys spoiling it for me because I've seen the damn movies. So there you have it. There's my intro into year 1, and you'll be joining me through my journey through the world of Hogwarts. So, I don't know. There we go. Look forward to more videos. I wish I had a more stable timetable to tell you when, but just subscribe. Make sure you stay on top of this. I know if you're really, really into these books, maybe you'll just be genuinely excited to watch me get into these books, because I don't know if you can tell by the surroundings of me, but when I get into something, I get damn into something. So if this is anywhere near as good as you guys say it's going to be, I'll be wearing a freaking half sleeve by the end of the night. So, like I said, subscribe, check it out. Thanks for watching.